What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. You could tell by the title. It's a different kind of video. Today I'm going to show you how to take busty Wonder Woman and shoot off the glass. Let's go. Alright, so on every hoop, almost every hoop, any regular hoop or good hoop, you're going to see a little square. You see that square behind the hoop? And that's to help you when you, I'm going to try to do all this one-handed. When you shoot off the glass, it's to help you have a point to aim, right? Normally, we're taught to follow the rim. I'm trying to look in the camera and shoot at the same time, one-handed. But and that's what you do is you aim directly for the center, just like that, right? But with the glass, it's a bit different. Trying to find the right angle here. All right, so basically, when you're looking at the glass, you're finding that little tiny box and you're just aiming for the side of it that you're on. So if I am on this side of the hoop, I need to aim for that side of the little box. If I'm on this side of the hoop, I need to aim for that side of the little box. If I'm obviously right in front of the hoop, I just think, oh, I don't like this. If I'm right in front of the hoop, I aim for the center. So generally, if you're gonna hit the glass, if you're going glass, it's generally from the side. You're doing it more from the side than you are from dead on. Can you shoot a ball straight away off the glass? Absolutely. You can do that from anywhere. But when you're shooting to shoot, it's generally, I don't like to miss. It's generally from the side, and that's where you're going to put in your ball. Now, a lot of times, what's going to happen is you're going to have your back to the hoop with the defender behind you, and you're going to need to make some kind of move, you know, pop, to get away from that defender and put the ball in by spinning and finding the hoop. Now, when you're spinning around in a circle, you're thrown off. You don't know exactly where that hoop is right away until you find it. And that's where the glass comes in, because it gives you a spot as you're turning around to hit, to make the ball go in, right? So I could do it that way. I could come around the other way and just pop it up in the air. So even though that was less from the side and almost straighter, it's still, I'm hitting this side of the hoop, that side, to hit that side. The same thing if you were going to do a layup. You hit it underneath the rim, or even to the rim, to get that thing off the glass, where when you shoot it, it's going to go over the rim. So if I wanted to hit it from this angle, which is a hard angle to hit off the glass, I know that I have to hit it right inside that upper corner, and I have to be perfect. So it has to look like that, not the one before it, to make that shot, because it's hard. The hardest shot off the glass is coming from the baseline. It's almost straight across, which means hitting the glass is going to send the ball over the basket. So if you're aiming for that little box, if you're aiming for that little box, you're just going to go straight past it. You actually have to aim before the little box. Oh, I hate missing. Way up in that corner. Should have wore a better shirt. Shouldn't wear anything that's tight under here. But let's try that again. So you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, I had to aim. My point of aim became there instead of there, right? And that's how I was able to manipulate that angle. That's a very hard angle to make a shot off the glass. But as you see, it's not impossible. Now let's talk about straight away. Generally, you don't go off the glass when you are in front of the hoop, right? When you are lined up with the hoop, mostly you just want to put it in just like that, go straight in and take it. That's free throw right there. Easy 15-foot shot, anybody can do it type thing. But when you're going off the glass, a lot of times you'll see centers rise up off a defender with one hand and try to pitch it off the glass like that, even though that barely touched the glass. So there I would aim for the center of the glass and try to knock it in. But what happens if you're farther back? So generally, if you see somebody shooting like a 3-point shot and it goes off the glass, especially straight away, like Larry Bird used to be able to knock them from the baseline at will. He was just the best. But what we're going to do is we're going to try it straight on. Now, normally when you see that, it's because it's like a buzzer beater and somebody's taking a Hail Mary type of shot and trying to get it in, and it hits the glass because they weren't really aiming, they were just trying to hurry up. So a lot of times when you're talking about a 3-point shot from this distance, it's an accident. But what we have to do is we have to actually aim high. So we're going to go high on the box. Let's see. High on the box, just like that. And what that's going to do is, as the ball arcs, instead of hitting the middle of the box, where if I hit the center there, what would have happened is the ball would have came and hit the front of the rim and then possibly bounced out or bounced backwards and maybe came back, but we wanted a better opportunity. So in order to get the ball to bounce right, here's the backboard, we wanted it to do this, not this, right? So remember, there's air in the ball, so it's going to bounce off whatever you hit it. The lower in the box you hit, the more streamlined your shot is, unless you're arching it, and now it's just going to fall straight into the base plate in the backboard, and then it's going to bounce off somewhere else. So it's really important when you're shooting in front of the hoop to drop it a little bit higher to give it that nice swoop. Now you can shoot, let's see, from the side, and you don't need to do that. You can actually shoot really shallow from here. So let's say like an 8-foot shot. I'm trying to do it one-handed. One-handed is a mess from the side. Maybe I should just put you guys down. So let's try that. So if I'm over here and I'm shooting an 8-foot shot, I don't need to arch it as much. I can just shoot it regular, almost in a straight line, as long as I'm at the right angle. Oh, that's too far. That was not the right angle. See, I like to every now and then show you how not to do it. But as long as you're at the right angle, then you can literally pitch it close, right? So finding the ability to shoot off the glass is understanding where at the glass you need to hit as to how close or how far and what angle you're at. So the best thing to do is just practice by throwing it off the backboard and seeing what happens. So if I aimed for the line that's closest to me, just to see what happens. All right, so now I know that that's probably gonna go in right there. If I aim for the center, I know it's gonna go far, but we'll see what happens. Oh no, look at that, it went far, just like I said. So if you sit there and just throw balls, and you throw them off the window, you can figure out where you need to be by making yourself miss, by showing yourself, okay, so I have this corner. That seems pretty good. I have this corner. That seems pretty bad. I have the center. That seems okay. I have the far corner. That's way off. Test yourself. Test yourself. Keep practicing. Hold on. I don't miss on purpose. So it's just a good way. It's just a good way to get yourself involved with the hoop and teach yourself the angles that you need. I'm so used to shooting them straight in that it's hard to teach myself to go off the glass straight away. But like from the side, in like games, this is my thing. I would hit a turnaround, and that was my shot. Just turnarounds, and I'd bump them off the glass all day long, no problem. But straight away, you don't usually teach yourself how to do that constantly and consistently, especially from, you know, like free throw range. So getting it down takes a bit, but it's not impossible. So So that's it. If you want to learn the glass, practice short. Just take small shots just like that, little layups. Find where in the glass the ball has to hit for it to fall away. Then back up a little. Take the same shot. Back up a little more. Take the same shot. And just keep doing that and finding out around and around and around. So if I go to this part of the hoop, I know that because I'm slightly off-centered, I need to hit slightly off-center in the glass. You know, so when you're working the glass and when you're teaching yourself how to work the backboard, it's literally trial and error. It's finding the point where you didn't know you could shoot off of and shooting it. That's literally all it is. It's once you get that down, shooting off the glass, it makes a world of difference in your game. It will improve everything about your game, being able to go off the glass. So even if you're laying it up, trying to catch up, trying to hold this and look at it. So you're layups like that, understanding where you are on the court. And you got to understand also if you're moving forward or if you're moving backward. Like when I do a fadeaway going backward, I know I can aim more toward the top corner. Where if I'm leaning forward into the shot, I know I can go slightly more toward, slightly more toward the middle. I saw that right when it left my hands. So I can pitch it that way, leaning forward. So if you're doing like layups, you have to understand that you're moving toward the basket. So anytime you're moving, it's going to make the ball leave your hand harder and faster. So when you're moving forward, you have to take speed off of the ball to make it go in. You have to reduce this and do more of this, right? So less of this, more of this when you're doing a layup, because you're already traveling forward. There's already momentum. The ball is already going forward. If I'm moving forward and then I extend the ball, it's going to hit hard. If I'm moving forward and I let go of the ball, it's going to hit soft. So understand that. And then don't forget to just shoot them in straight. So that's it, man. That's how you shoot off the glass. Improve yourself by just practice. And practicing off the glass will make you Wonder Woman strong. I'll tell you, there's nothing better than watching them go in. So that's it. I know it's not a knife video, but I got some ballers. Watching. And if you're a young guy, especially, and you're trying to learn the glass, or even if you're in your 50s and you never played ball before in your life, but you have a hoop or access to a hoop because maybe your doctor says you need some exercise, and you think to yourself, well, I can literally sit around and shoot a basketball, bending down, picking it up, doing, stopping. It's exercise. And exercise gets better when things work right. So if you're out there just missing all day long, you get tired of it real quick. But if you can find a way to get out there and just make them go in, just boom, make the shot land, eventually what's going to happen is you're going to want to get out there and just shoot just by yourself. You don't have to, you can shoot from 6 feet away. Literally, you don't have to go and shoot NBA threes. You don't have to shoot from the top of the line. You don't have to shoot baseline. You could just stand there, just look at the front of the rim, boom, and make 4 to 6 foot shots. And what you're going to do is you're going to get your blood flowing. I know I had to get some blood flowing. And you're going to get some exercise, and it's going to make you feel good. And then watching it and then listening to it just makes you feel good. Once you start hitting that glass, boop, it changes the game. Then you get excited because you want to do it more and more and more. So try it out, get out there, have some fun with self. Exercise, stay healthy, live long, and prosper. Hi, I'm Donnie all day. Till next video.